My absolute favorite meal to make is chicken fettuccine alfredo, and I've been perfecting this recipe for years with my parents and now by myself. So I'm going to explain to you step by step how to make my easy chicken fettuccine alfredo. The ingredients you will need to make this includes 2 cups of shredded rotisserie chicken breast, about 6 ounces of Parmesan cheese, 2 cups to a quart of heavy whipping cream, a pinch of salt, pepper, and parsley, a box of fettuccine noodles, about 2 tablespoons of butter, and then you will also need 2 kitchen pots and 1 kitchen spoon, and obviously a plate to serve it on. The first thing you want to do is start boiling your water. That's going to take the longest. So you want to get that going and get it on the burner and set that burner to high heat to get it boiling faster. The next thing you're going to want to do is start shredding that rotisserie chicken breast. So you're going to take a whole rotisserie chicken and start pulling off that breast and shredding it up into little tiny pieces so we can eventually put it in the Alfredo sauce. Now, while I have you here and I'm just shredding up that rotisserie chicken breast, did you know that according to Rostico 2021, that Alfredo di Lilio came up with this famous dish in Rome in 1908? Legend says that his wife had lost her appetite after giving birth, so he came up with a simple but delicious pasta recipe. The real Alfredo sauce is delicious because of its simplicity. The only ingredients are butter, Parmesan cheese, and pepper. That is it. You'll neither find heavy whipping cream nor parsley in the original recipe. And this type of pasta tastes best when made with fettuccine, an ideal pasta shape for capturing the creaminess of the sauce. Now that I'm done shredding up this rotisserie chicken, you can see that it is approximately 2 cups of rotisserie chicken breast here. Now, once your water is to a boil in that first pot, you're going to add the entire box of fettuccine noodles into the boiling water. Just add them straight in there, and you're gonna put them in there for approximately 11 to 12 minutes, as you can see that I'm doing. This is approximately al dente, which is what I prefer for my noodles. Now, once the noodles are stirred in, you're gonna take a tablespoon of butter and add that to your second pot and put it on medium-high heat. This is gonna start off your Alfredo sauce. Now, once that butter is melted in that second pot, you're going to add your 2 cups to a quart of the heavy whipping cream. This is the base of your Alfredo sauce. Now, you're also going to add your pepper and your salt just a little bit. And then a lot of parsley. Parsley is going to be your main herb for this dish. So add as much as you like. Next, you're just going to want to make sure you're stirring both your pots. Stir them every 2 minutes or so, every few minutes. Just enough to make sure it doesn't boil over anything, like it does in this right here. Now, don't be alarmed if this were to happen. It's quite normal for the heavy whipping cream to do this. You're just going to want to stir and add in that Parmesan. This stops it from overflowing and boiling over. You just want to incorporate all the cheese and make sure the cheese really melts in there. Well, now that I have you here again, and I'm just stirring the Alfredo sauce, did you know that according to Wicklin 2021, that the dish first made its way to America in the 1920s? The dish's popularity has grown since, with chains such as Olive Garden popularizing it and making their own version. And by 2005, the dish was so popular that it was given its own holiday, and the first National Fettuccine Alfredo Day was celebrated on February 7th. And now that your noodles are done boiling and cooking to al dente, you're going to want to turn that burner off, and you're going to want to strain the fettuccine noodles. You're going to want to get that boiling water out of there and stop the noodles from cooking. You're going to want to give it a couple little shaky shakes, make sure all the boiling water is out. Now, you can add some boiling water to your Alfredo mixture, but in this case, it was not necessary. So then you can add that tablespoon of butter. You're going to want to add that so your noodles do not clump together. You do not want your noodles clumping together. Now you're going to want to take that 2 cups of the rotisserie chicken breast and add that directly to the heavy whipping cream, Parmesan mixture, the Alfredo sauce, if you will. You're going to want to incorporate everything, and then you're also going to add the fettuccine to the mixture. This is basically the last step. You're going to want to stir it all together and combine all your ingredients to make sure it is a perfect blend. Look how beautiful this is. I am watering at the mouth. Now this does serve approximately 4 people or 1 with a lot of leftovers, but the last thing you're going to do is plate and enjoy your easy homemade chicken fettuccine Alfredo.